Hi, Andy. How are you? Congratulations on your first. Excuse me. Good morning, indeed. It is 8:51 a.m. where I am currently. Well, earlier than usual. Hello, Amy. Amy got the second first. Good job, Amy. Yoink. How you doing, Amy? Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. I have an appointment this afternoon, so I was like, I said to my husband, I love taking the dogs with my husband. I enjoy it, but I was like, look, if I'm going to stream this morning, I can walk the dogs with you. And he was like, do your thing, woman. So he's walking the puppies right now. I hope you are all having a lovely day so far. I am actually putting DJ's microphone cover inside of a, whatever the material is they use to make these bags. To send it off to its forever home. But yes, I hope you are all doing well. Thank you so much for yesterday. It was a lot of fun. We got some yarn pre-orders. Huge thanks to the Mocos for bringing the whole Moco fam over here. It was pretty rad. You're doing okay. There's a loud ka-chonk in your garage this morning, but nothing seems broken, which is good. It was a little scary, though. Yeah, I hear you. Unexplained loud noises, not fun. And I'm getting coffee on my paper cutter. What am I doing? It's fine. It will be fine. I need to clean my desk off because so what I did was I cleaned one side of the desk off so I could use the paper cutter. Effectively piling everything onto the other side of the desk. Ah, crud. I forgot to run the 3-minute ad break. See? It's okay. Hi. How's it going? I hope you're all having a great Tuesday. Is it Taco Tuesday? Do you guys do Taco Tuesday? Who does Taco Tuesday? Who's a Taco Tuesday person? I do not have it together enough to have a plan for dinner until about 4 o'clock. But I could make, I have some ground beef upstairs. I could make like taco seasoned ground beef. Hope everybody's doing well. We are going to get some music going and I'm going to tacos, they're always great. It's true. What's not to like? Here, I guess I should put my headphones on. And because whenever I don't have them on, that's when people decide they're going to do things. Music. Let's try funk today. Hi, Miss Jean. How are you? Welcome in. Happy time zone. And we do not want vocals. Holy heck, there are 900 songs. Happy funk. Let's get funky, chat. This song is called, wait. This one's called Funky Power Age. Oh, we've heard this one. Are you guys feeling funky now? 9 before 10 a.m. Morning. Good morning, DJ. Your mic cover is packed up and ready to go to the post office. You know what? I need this information for someone. For our friend that won the dice bag. Copy message. Done. Oh, wait, look, you stumbled upon a 9.5 stream. Yeah, hubby is walking the dogs this morning. Normally I go with him every morning. We walk the dogs together, but today I said, hey, I have an appointment. That's at 11:30. I was like, if I'm going to stream this morning, I kind of need to get it going because there's no point in streaming for like an hour. Unless, you're doing a special event and it takes literally an hour. And even then, it's like, you would probably try to go live like at least a half an hour before the hour. He understands that a lot better now. He didn't used to understand it. He'd be like, why can't you just do a 1 hour stream? I'd be like, oh, my sweet summer child. And like, I get what he's saying, but it takes time for people to like wander in, for them to stumble upon it. Like chat would allow that. Well, sometimes you guys don't have a choice. Yeah. I just threw a thing and it went where I wanted it to. So yes, we are in full swing with Matreon, you guys. If you have considered joining our Patreon, so you have access to our exclusive live streams there, bonus content, some blog posts that I put up, and occasional thank you mail at certain tiers. Please take a peek at it, check it out. There are paid tiers starting at $5, and this month we have dubbed Matreon. Well, Nine, you dubbed it Matreon. I tried to give this idea to Brenda, and she was like, hey, lady, I'm already busy. I got plenty of good ideas, but you keep that one. And I was like, fine, I will. No, it didn't go like that at all, actually. Brenda's delightful. And I did make a joke in her chat and was like, Matreon. And she's like, no, there won't be no Matreon. I was like, fine. I'm taking my idea, and I'm going home. So we're doing 10% of revenue. So after fees, etc., we're doing 10% of revenue for the month of May, forwarded to other Patreon creators, regardless of the tier. Now, normally we do actually have a thing to do some support to other people every month at certain tiers. But this month, I'm extending it to all revenue after fees and taxes, etc. So thank you to those of you who are already
welcome to the fart zone.
Holy heck, there's that. Welcome to the fart zone, Fritz and Raiders. How's it going, everybody? Have you guys been here before? If you've never been to the fart zone, I am sorry and thank you, and you're welcome.
Welcome to the fart zone. Welcome to
Fritz,
the fart
did you
zone.
Fritz, do you ever tell your people about the fart zone, or do you just let it happen?
To the fart zone. To the fart zone.
And Bush Arrows, at least you laughed, okay? We got one. Hey, already a successful stream. All right, I hereby proclaim this a successful stream. Someone got fart zoned and laughed at it. You do not. It's just a thing. Thank you. And a follow, and not even from the same person. Not even from the same person. Following before the raid video is not advised. Following before the raid video is extremely unadvisable. Thank you, DJ, for the mega fart zone. Fritz, what were you up to today? You guys, if you're not following our amazing friend, C# Fritz, please. Oh my God. And now a streak.
Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it.
Fritz, I saw, do you have a new project?
Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it.
You guys, Fritz has been a friend of the stream for a really long time.
Everybody's doing it.
Fritz has been a friend of the stream for a really long time. Please make sure that you are following Fritz. You've built a service called Streamer Map. Folks in chat can place a pin on the map. Like, as in, this is where I'm located while watching you, like to see where your audience is. It's in test mode.
Do I want to try it?
Not streaming right now. Check back soon. So how does it work? Explain. As accurate or inaccurate as they'd like. My first question was going to be putting people at ease about, physical location safety stuff. That's really cool. I mean, sure. Is there more info here? Let's look at here. Fritz, how are you though? How's the family? Welcome in, everybody. If you guys have never been here before, hi, I'm 9.5, and I'm called that because I'm missing half a finger on my right hand. I think fart noises and rubber chickens are hilarious. I have a theater background, so basically, I am just a clown who knows how to crochet. To the point where when we went to a toy store the other day and I saw this item, I was like, I can't believe I don't already have one of these for stream. I was like, this is a huge oversight. Who let me stream for almost 8 years? Who let me stream for almost 8 years without a single whoopee cushion deployment in the entirety of that 8 years? You can say !map Disney World and it will put a pin in Disney World. Hi, Tolkien. Hi, Zach. Welcome to the Fart Zone indeed. So I have been streaming since August of 2018. It was very casual at first. I found it fun, but I was busy doing a lot of other things, including, we have 3 kids. At the time, my youngest was a toddler. So I was unable to stream super consistently. But and I streamed Fortnite of all things. I know. And I still stream Fortnite sometimes. We actually have 2 channels now. I've separated into one that's family-friendly, PG-13-ish, and one that is less so, because we do a lot of stuff with children's charities, including St. Jude, which I know Fritz has fundraised for a bunch of times. I got to hang out with Fritz at Summit, not this past one, the one before that, right, Fritz? I can't remember. It all blurs together. You just added me. There's streamer dashboard link at the bottom. You can click to authorize and configure. Thank you, Fritz. I look forward to checking it out. That's so awesome. It was 2 years ago. Okay. And because I couldn't go to this last one, which was a bummer. But that said, we have raised in our community over $60,000 for St. Jude. We also have a team that does charity, and we're skipping Play Live this year to focus on creative. Reason being, after I was like, oh, this is fun. I love streaming video games. I had no idea this was a thing. I picked up Fortnite when my husband downloaded it, so #blame hubby for all of this. We had a PS4, and he's like, let's download this game called Fortnite. So I played it and was like, oh my God, this is amazing. It's so much fun. And then I found out there was people who stream video games for like a living. I was like, what? I suck at this game, but I can make people laugh. So here we are almost 8 years later. It wasn't until I found Just Chatting and the creative categories that things really took off. And I met a bunch of people, including Fritz, through doing charity. We have been supporting St. Jude since May of 2019. And we've also been supporting Starlight for almost as long, but not quite. So that's why we keep things PG-13 here, because a lot of families come through and say, hey, we saw your name on the side of a gaming rig in our kids' hospital room. Like, because you guys have supported Starlight so hard, which is or you're actively... Hi, Blaze!
Put away the breakables, turn on the landing lights. I'm coming in.
Blaze has done a bunch of stuff for our charities as an amazing artist. And a dungeon. Guys, join the dungeon. We used to be part of the Stream Raiders community. We were Captain TV partners. There's actually one of my most viewed clips is one that Fritz made, incidentally. So yeah, this is what I do full time for a living now. You got to run for a meeting. I adore you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity to test the thing out. I will let you know how it goes. I promise. Yeah, let's catch up on Discord. Sounds good. So anyways, yeah, I think fart noises are hilarious. Hi, Cranston. How could I not know how to inflate a whoopee cushion, you guys? Hi, Lanka. Welcome in. Devil's Daughter, what's going on? Does it come with a manual? How do you blow this up? It tickled. Who did it? It says. Is there... I love your choice of words. Is there a sphincter? A sphincter says what? Amy. Hello, 25. Chat, I figured it out. It's because I didn't really have much of a childhood. No, I mean, I did. My mom, I actually, compared to my mother's childhood, I had a fairy tale childhood. So thank you, Mama. My mommy did a good job. She had lots of challenges, but hi. But I'm Gen X, right? Like, I think I'm like super tail end of Gen X. And there were no adults home when we came home from school, you guys. There was nobody home. So we had to entertain ourselves with stuff like this because there was no internet. Wow. I can't believe it's taken this long, chat. Here we are. We have finally arrived. There's a whoopee cushion in my studio. So yes. Answering a quick question that somebody had so they can fill out the form to get their prize from the MoCo BPPE. Yeah, dude. At age 7, you were entrusted with the life of your little brother, right? We were supervising our younger siblings at like age 8, 9. I think I was 8 or 9, and we were coming home from school every day, and my sister is a year and 4 months younger than me. I had no idea where she was most of the time. She was hanging out with her friends. She was probably entrusted with the life of some other smaller child that wasn't even in our family. Somebody was probably just like, that kid's your responsibility now. I'm not even joking. It was great because if you were grounded, you'd still be outside with your friends if you got home before your parents. Learned cooking at 8-ish and still suck at it. Oh no, Devil's Daughter. Anyway, thank you so much to Fritz for the raid first thing this morning. That's awesome. And we have this from Saribot, which is amazing. We are live actually on 2 different platforms right now. We are simulcasting to YouTube and Twitch. I stream most of the time. I simulcast to both. Not always. Twitch was my first place to create content, so it'll always have a special place in my heart. And I love being here and love being a Twitch partner. It took some time for us to get fully monetized on YouTube, but we did manage to do it. So if you've just got the most major hankering for some 9.5 content and you want to watch the playlists of the old VODs and things like that, there's some highlights from charity in there, etc., etc. I will post clips there as shorts. All of that super helps. Please don't do it just because it helps me. Do it because you need some background noise or whatever, but it does help. Because everything's monetized there, or at least I'm working on getting all the videos monetized there. Some of them are not because they were already up there, so I have to go through and switch on the monetization. But all of it helps anyways, because any boost to like, oh, there are people watching this, there are watch hours, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to feel like I'm begging for your engagement, because I feel like there's so much of that these days, and there's so much like, please, attention over here. And I understand it. I do not blame most content creators for that behavior, because it's the industry. Look at these streaks.
Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it.
You hate YouTube because you don't see chat for a few minutes when you come to the live. Yeah, there's improvements that could be made across a lot of these platforms. Again, that is one place. Oh,
everybody's doing it.
That is one place where, like, dude, the latency is next to nothing. We have a nice little cozy thing going on there. Yes, currently what we've been doing is the lives there are for paid pledges only, but I am considering doing one of 2 things if I can make this happen. I'm not sure if it's a thing. I need to suggest this feature to them. Starting the live, everybody's welcome for the first hour, and then we switch to pledges. And I could always end and restart, but that's kind of annoying. Doing one bonus stream in addition to the 2 that are for paid pledges that is open to everyone. And Patreon's been making some, interesting changes and introducing some new features, and they're allowing us to test lives. And I did get a response from their support super quickly, by the way. I sent them a support request regarding OBS and trying to use OBS to stream directly to Patreon, and they got right back to me this morning. So sometimes they can't, sometimes these big platforms and people who help with support requests can't get back to people immediately, but they did get back to me immediately, which is amazing. And when I was in their live yesterday, there were multiple people from Patreon responding directly to my questions that I was asking about the new discovery feed they've introduced called Quips. And what I've been doing is posting, I keep calling it this. I'm such a dork. See, I give Cranston such a hard time, and it's so unjustified. Because I've been like, quip pick. Look, I'm whipping. It's my whip post. Because a whip is a work in progress, if you're not familiar with that terminology from like artists and fiber artists and stuff. Little update on the licorice will arrive Monday. Want the tracking number? You could DM it to me. You can either whisper it to me. Devil's Daughter, you have my permission to DM me or whisper me if you would like to provide it. That'd be awesome. You see what I did there? Yes. Ooh, I want to show you guys something too. This is going to be an example of how certain techniques will really improve how your finished items look. I'll be right back. I'm leaving you slightly unsupervised. Looks after I soaked it in the sink and laid it out flat to dry. I need to take new pictures and update them. It looks so much better. Blocking and the like. Seriously. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. This bag's $125. It looks so much better. It looks so much better after having done that. Block your items, particularly something like this that has open work. It's going to help. You bought the pattern? Yay! This pattern is available. It is available for purchase on Ravelry. And like, dude, you guys, I can't stop. I am already making another one. I almost started this one before I was finished with the first one because that's how much I enjoyed making it. Buddy, you totally could take this motif or whatever, and you could make some sort of a top or something with it. It's a very simple repeat of like, especially for you as an experienced crocheter, you're not going to have any trouble understanding what the gist of it is. Cause like, I love patterns that like you can get into like this rhythm and like after a little bit, you're just like, oh yeah, don't even have to really think about it. Like you still have to pay attention to what you're doing, but I do also like actual autopilot projects where you're literally just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Ooh, but you know what I just did? I did something wrong. I did one too many chain stitches right here. It's okay though. I did have to rip out 3 rows of this particular version because I got a little bit cocky and I didn't look at the pattern, and all of a sudden I realized I had really biffed part of it. Hi, Kiki. Your friend found and wore a vintage crocheted dress from the 1930s. You had no idea. Thank you so much, Devil's Daughter. I see your message. Thank you. I'm so excited. Even if I'm not a fan of black licorice in general. Starting over because Twitch is poop. Wait, so Blaze, you're not starting over again. You could read pattern from picture, but this person deserved to earn money. Oh, Bunny, I agree. Like when somebody offers a pattern for free, like in their blog or something, especially if I'm going to sell the item, I feel like it's only fair to pay for it. Like, they may not necessarily, like, you know, if they're offering it for free and it says it's okay to sell finished items, then then it's okay, right? So, like, you shouldn't feel badly, but, like, I just feel like it's the right thing to do, if at all humanly possible. Pay them for their hard work that they did so you can make beautiful things and turn around and, you know, sell them to people. Or even if you're not going to sell them, but you just have the money, that person put work into that pattern. Ads in 3 minutes. Thank you so much, Cranston. How you doing today? But it is fancy licorice. Maybe you'll like that one. It's the Danish and Swedish variety. You hate normal one too, though, so we'll see. Yeah, I'll try anything, even something that seems like it's a thing that I probably wouldn't like if it's like different, you know, or whatever. I'll try it. Or like if I haven't had something in a long time, I'll be like, you know, maybe this time I'll like it. I don't know. I didn't think I liked beets because my mom always used to get the like canned pickled ones or whatever. And then somebody made roasted beets. So it's like goat cheese and like balsamic reduction or some fancy crap like that. And I was like, oh, I do like beets. Added shawl to show and tell. Kiki, we do show and tell on Mondays. So we will take a peek at that this coming Monday. I'm sorry, my dear. You missed it yesterday. And that's okay. Please don't feel bad. But we only do show and tell on Mondays. Having lunch, doing laundry. One of your favorite pieces of clothing that you found at a thrift store is a 1970s Montgomery Ward button-up shirt. Yeah. I used to do all my clothing shopping at like thrift stores and vintage. And if it still sucks, you can use it for your wheel thingy. Hey, that's okay. If I like it, it could be a streamer treat, which will really throw everyone for a loop. Yeah, that's okay. Hey, listen. I mean, listen. Here's the thing, you guys. We used to do it daily. But your girl, as the children say, your girl is a squirrel. Okay? Hello, Zero. Did you just get a first? Holy heck, 31 minutes into the stream. That is impressive. Can't believe there was still one left. You're too speedy. It's true. Okay, Kiki. Okay, Kiki. No problem. Hey, listen, Kiki, I get it. People are excited to show off their stuff. I understand. Listen, okay? I'm not Dev and Dare, okay? All right? They do it all the time. They do sharding when they're not doing BPPE like every single day. Ads are starting, you guys. If you don't have a sub or turbo, you might get an ad break, 90 seconds. Thanks for staying through them. Okay, we'll be right back. Guns out, y'all. Yeah. Woo! I'm sorry, I'm so loud. Oh! Oh, yeah! Oh, my God! Oh! Ugh. I'm never doing that again. Is courtesy of our $500 milestone. Oh my God!
What?
You complete me. I love you.
Taking the computer. What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Everything is right. Oh my God! Thank you, Anonymous. Someone just donated $200 to St. Jude. We're at $1,002.
Another one.
You guys get to smash me in the face with a whipped cream pie. Yay! Go! Like
Oh my goodness. A little bit.
Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you for the gift sub to our fantastic friend Fritz. To C# Fritz. Thank you so much, Anon. Fritz took off, but I think he would pick blue. Fritz took off, but I think he would pick blue. He had a meeting. So let's do a blue chicken for our friend C# Fritz. Thank you so much, whoever that was. Why do you guys do this? I know. I'll do it while everybody's in ads. I mean, C# Fritz isn't going to be in ads for the next 30 days. Into the bowl you must go, Fritz. Courtesy of Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. And thank you. So, hi, Smokey. Welcome in. Thank you so much, Anonymous, for that gift sub to our friend C# Fritz, who brought his community over very kindly this morning. Into the bowl you must go, Fritz. The what? The bowl of Bognificence. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Indeed. And that puts us at 4 out of 10 for cracking a Pokemon pack. 4 out of 10 new sub points for cracking a Pokemon pack. If you guys want to watch me open Pokemon cards, we do that for 10 new sub points. So thank you very much, whoever just gifted that. And it was a mean one. Copenhagen is in Latin is Hafnia. Wait, what? I missed something. Imagine the streamer missing something in chat. You banned most treats in your house because same, you'll eat it till it's empty. Depends on the treat for me. It depends on the treat. Some things are, if they're too sweet, I can't do it. But I can sit and eat crunchy, salty things till they're gone. For your insult to Denmark. Wait, Cranston insulted Denmark? I missed it. So confused. I don't see anything about Denmark here. You walked over to look at a periodic table and couldn't see how Hafnium worked out to Copenhagen. Oh my. Smokey loves Pokemans. Hello, Maniacal Queen. Welcome in. How are you? That is one heck of a name. Maniacal Queen, I think that you might be in the right place. How you doing? The same way lead is PB and potassium is K. Yeah, sure, whatever. It was the trivia. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Clearly. How you doing, Maniacal Queen? Thanks for your first time chat. What's going on? Are you a crocheter or a knitter, or would you like to be? One of us. I mean, wait, what? Trivia question was, after what city the 75th element of the periodic table was named? And Cranston guessed wrong, equals the insult. Ah, I see. Maniacal Queen, I'm curious, how did you find the channel today? Did you come on the raid? It doesn't say that you did. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like all nosy and stuff. I just I'm interested in how people find the stream. You followed me almost a year ago. You knit, crochet, sew, cross stitch. You just never spoken in here before. Wow. See, chat, that's what we do to people with all of our nonsense. Even someone who has maniacal in their name follows the stream for a whole year before they can work up the courage to talk. No, I'm just kidding. It does. It says May 23rd, 2025. Holy heck. Thank you for following for that long and not unfollowing. Probably that's because there's no refunds and no exchanges on Twitch follows. Very cool. Do you stream? Do you broadcast, said Creative Pursuits? It kind of looks like maybe you do. I don't want to make you feel like I'm putting you on the spot. Luckily, you're related to most of the royal families of Europe, which means you can pretty much banish you from the whole EU and the UK. You used to stream gaming, but you don't stream anymore. It's all good. Hey, some people give it a try and, either like things happen in their life or they find that it's just not their thing. Whatever the reason is, we're always happy to have anyone, whether they stream or not. And I'm not in the habit of trying to pressure people into it, except for Cranston and Miro. I would like for them to go live together. And if we can make that happen quickly, that'd be great. Chop, chop. If you're related to one royal family, you're related to all of them. Oh, no. Yeah, see? And then Devil's Daughter comes in and says the exact same thing. It's fun trivia that you have a quantum. What does that mean? Like a tiny amount? Like a nanoliter? Is a quantum even smaller than that or something like that? I am not a scientist. Have you guys seen me dye yarn? I'm like, this much powder's fine. Kiddos working 6 days a week and your stream plus your partner's stream. It was a lot. So since streaming was his dream, you focused on making his stream what he wanted. What is his channel name? What is his channel name? Maniacal Queen? Please tell us what your partner's channel is. What does he stream? Shaggy streaming, lol. The original definition of quantum means a small amount. A quantum of blood would be a corpuscle. I have no idea what you're talking about. I know how to say that word, though, and I will probably use it in Scrabble without a single bit, not an iota of guilt. He streams games while you peanut gallery off camera or in chat. What games does he play? What games does he play on stream? And let's do a fancy shout out for him. And is this is it a reference to the Shaggy of Scooby-Doo fame? Get shouted out, nerd. Or is it because I'm the hot stepper? Is it that? Recently it's been Arc Raiders and Battlefield and such. Or is it just like because Shaggy is a word that you can use and not have to refer to? I followed. You guys do it. Arc Raiders, just chatting. Battlefield. Yeah. Dude, he was called Shaggy because he looked like a wannabe Jesus. Aw. According to some in your family, you are connected to the House of Hanover and Gotha. But most are. So, I mean, you did an announcement.
Mama.
Hello, Barasa. There's a legal definition called a blood quantum, which means you are entitled to privileges of a certain family or racial group. In the U.S., it is most often used in Native American tribes to see if you get casino payouts. Mama. The puppies are home. Puppies are back home. How far are we from ads? 19 minutes. I might step away for a second here to say goodbye to my husband for the day. Barasa, thank you for gigantifying.
Thanks for the gigantifying.
That really cute bear jumping, waving emote. That's so adorable. How you doing, Barasa? It's so nice to see you. I hope you're well. Barasa does null binding, which I think is so cool. I'm still not sure if I'm saying that right. Pronouncing that right. It's tough because this color of yarn, like, is very hard to see against my my jeans. Well, hey, Maniacal Queen, I'm glad that you popped into chat to talk with us, and we will totally come and check out your partner's stream. And that is really lovely of you to decide, like, hey, I'm gonna focus on, you know, what my person is doing. Now, I mean, that said, like, if you ever decide you've changed your mind and you want to stream, please, and you're especially if you're going to stream crochet and knitting and stuff like that, please come let us know, okay? You just bought a similar color of yarn yesterday. It's a lovely, deep, sort of teal green color. And yes, I'm aware that we have a little bit of camera glitching on that overhead cam. And this is a really cool pattern. And I was just showing off how, like, there's a finished bag behind me from this pattern. And I immediately turned around and started making another one. You have a family tree which links you to English, Scottish, Danish, Italian, French, Spanish, and Germanic royalty. This colorway was called Irish Rain. Irish Rain. Irish Rain. Where did my hook go? Dude! The hook gremlins. They stole it. Oh, I found it! Disaster averted. Like you said, related to all, but cool. You say, dude. I say, what? Oh, right. Very cool. Yes. They raided us yesterday, Maniacal Queen. Ain't no raid like a Moko raid. I'll tell you that. King Charles III is a distant cousin through more than one line. That kind of checks out, unfortunately. Yes, indeed. Hugs to me, and yes, I said null binding right. Ooh. And damn, did you really say it's lovely to see me? Ooh, woo. Why am I like this? All right, listen, nerds. I'm going to go say goodbye to my husband. I'm going to go give him a kiss and tell him I love him and tell him to have a good day. Not the ooh woo. You always wanted to learn null binding. Yeah. You know who else does it, Maniacal Queen? So Barasa actually carves the needles, which is very cool. And if you're interested, no pressure, of course, in our Discord, Barasa has posted pictures And what was the other thing I was going to do? Oh, yeah. This friend of ours, who is the team leader for one of our charity teams, Team Stream Stars, has, at least I know, has done it in the past on, on stream. And who else does it? Svava, I'm pretty sure, does null binding. Who else does null binding? Anyone in here? Devil's Daughter, you ever tried it? Okay, you guys. We are going to run another quick ad break while I step away. Thank you so much for sticking through them if you don't have a sub. Gifting subs is a really lovely thing to do because it prevents people from having to sit through ads and they get to watch the clips instead. But they also get our emotes and discounts and the merch and all that other stuff. Although right now your BPPE discount outweighs, I think, if not all the Twitch discount tiers. Yes, you do get a better discount if you're a higher tier sub. Yeah, Blapple does it, yes. And I shouted out Blapple just now because she's awesome and does a lot of that kind of stuff. And cosplay stuff. And, as I said, huge charity things, you know. 1 second while I go wish my husband a good day and all of that and give him a hug and a kiss. I will see you guys in a moment, and we are going to run ads again. Thank you so much for sticking around through them. I do appreciate it. You can use your Prime if you don't want to get ads. You can sub to Turbo, and then you still count as ad impression credit, but you don't get the ads. Or if you can't do any of that and you don't want to watch the ads, this is a perfect time for you to get up and get yourself a drink. I'm going to fill my water. I will be back momentarily. Thanks, you guys. Thank you so much for being guns out, y'all. Yeah. Woo! I'm sorry, I'm so loud. Oh! Oh, yeah! Oh my god! Oh! Ugh! I'm never doing that again.
You complete me. I love you.
Taking the computer. What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Everything is right. Oh my god! Thank you, Anonymous. Someone just donated $200 to St. Jude. We're at $1,002. You guys get to smash me in the face with a whipped cream pie. Yay! Go! Like it's Oh, buddy. Oh, God. Okay, Ramona, go ahead. I'm about to not be so supportive of this. That's right. Oh. Whoa, did you see that? That was cool. No. Nobody expects the land boat. Chaos.
Chicken attack!
Did you make it?
All right, everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much. Thanks for your patience. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Hi, Javi. How are you? Javi, it's lovely to see you. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome in. Hope everybody's doing well on this fine Tuesday. It's beautiful outside right now. It's probably going to be warm. $78 degrees. And then it's supposed to start raining and cool off tomorrow. 62 tomorrow. 78 degrees today. That's hot for us for May. Oh, I know. Hey, look. Dude. 25. There's that clip where they pie me in the face in the raid video. And Henry is like a baby. Hello, Dark Scarlet. How are you? Henry is like a baby. He's still a little boy. And he has not really hit puberty yet. And it's really weird. I do. I also miss those days. Your blah. Allergies are kicking your butt today. Hey, listen. Scarlet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. It's annoying. Is it plant allergies, mold, pollen? What is it? Or is it maybe like a bunch of them? Some people have a lot of environmental allergies, which is a pain in the butt. It's a pain in the booty. I'm sorry. Seasonal, yeah. This is not a great time for that for a lot of people. Oregon is one of the worst places for any kind of allergies. To do with like mold, pollen, fungus. Well, mold is fungus, right? Mold, pollen, etc. Because we have so many trees here. It's like very green, which is lovely. But we also have a bunch of plants all trying to get it on. Going from season to season, you usually have issues. You live on the East Coast, I see. Hey, I mean, it happens in lots of places. We have one kiddo who has a shellfish allergy that we just recently cropped up. He did not used to have a problem with shellfish, and I think puberty brought it on, and I'm hoping that he'll outgrow it because he loves shrimp. I know. It's very sad. Poor kid. I'm thankful that it's not that I feel like shellfish, depending on the situation and the severity, is not as difficult to avoid as some other ingredients. Particularly, we had allergies can change every 7 years. Yeah, well, and it could be a thing where it's like maybe just like mostly during puberty and then he'll outgrow it. I have no idea, but we do need to take him to an allergist. We have a referral request in. Yeah, nut oils are really hard. And if somebody has a severe tree nut allergy, that one's really tough. And another one is dairy of any kind, a dairy allergy. And this is different from lactose intolerance, which is not fun. And I'm not trying to diminish how difficult lactose intolerance can be. But a dairy allergy is like any ingredient derived from dairy, and tons and tons and tons of baked goods and other frozen foods and things like that contain dairy that you wouldn't, realize that they have. Soy is hard. Dairy is hard. I mean, allergies suck no matter what, but you would be devastated with a shellfish allergy. Hope baby outgrows it. Yeah, lactose intolerance is not fun for everyone around you. Wait, Cranston, did you show up before or after the whoopee cushion reveal? You have a common allergy, an allergy to peanuts. Wow, me too. During, that's right. Okay, I was gonna say, I can demonstrate. I can provide a reenactment. You have lactose intolerance, and then you discover that you also cannot have soy, so you use oat or almond milk. I am not a fan of the texture of almond and soy milk. So were I to find out that I could no longer have cow's milk dairy, I would probably go oat, hazelnut. I don't mind those as much. Hazelnut I really like because I love hazelnut. I like the flavor of hazelnuts. But thank goodness at least, we have ways to test for this stuff now. So you don't just like suffer. One of your friends has a cousin that has a red pepper allergy. So that means she also can't have stuff like paprika. Oh my gosh. And that's in a lot of seasoning. When it says like spices, when they just say spices and they don't list all the spices, like which ones specifically? But yeah, pea protein is where it's at, fellow lactose sufferers.
Spicy. Spicy. Spicy.
Perfect. And Cranston got that Tangy interaction for $0, you guys. Do you know how Cranston did that? Do you know? From participating in a Tangy dungeon. There you go, guys. Go for it. You can get a milk. Yeah, I like coconut. Coconut is good. Coconut and hazelnut are probably actually my two favorites. Oat. Being a tryhard, yes, indeed, 100%. Coconut is good. I like coconut. Actually, I was wondering. I felt like I might have some little bit of like an issue with consuming dairy with Finn when I was nursing him. Some babies don't react well to your breast milk when you're eating certain foods. With Henry, it was anything in the brassica family and onions would make him, he would not have the best time after that if I ate something heavy in those items. If it was just like a little bit of onion in something and it's cooked, it wasn't a problem. But if I was eating like a burger with a big fat slice of onion on it, at least I feel like that was the correlation. Could have been just whatever normal infant digestive stuff. Like, dude, they're on the inside of you. They eat through a tube connected to your body, from your body to theirs. And then all of a sudden we throw them on the outside of us in like a day. And we're like, all right, now use your mouth to eat. He was a little rapscallion. He had a hard time latching too. So there might have been a lot of air being swallowed, unfortunately. Oat is acceptable, but weird sometimes. Pea is for you more acceptable than oat, but also not ideal, just your taste. There. I did see pistachio milk. I saw pistachio milk. I haven't tried it. I bet it would be good in a latte, actually. You still have a porthole in your belly from that time you were inside another human. Yes, indeed. Same. It's used for coloring. Yes, Amy, it is. It is used for coloring. As is, what is the other one? Well, beet, red cabbage, and a few other things are used mostly just for the color. Turmeric.
Why did the police officer arrest the duck? Because he was selling quack.
So, Cooperman, I was going to ask. I saw your name in the chat before I heard the TTS, and I was going to ask the mods to shout you out. Go ahead, do it anyways, even though that was terrible. Thank you. I appreciate you. How you doing? Cooperman is awesome, you guys. Go follow our friend Cooperman. And Amy with the rat with groan tube, again, with a free Tangia voucher. Just participate in those dungeons, you guys. And if you're like, I don't need no stinking free Tangia. Well, if you're a sub, then you still get a discount, so in your face. And you can buy coins and save even more money, but you still get a discount if you're a Twitch sub. But I don't want a discount. I want to pay full price. I want to pay extra. Listen. Listen, Linda. Just buy some yarn from me or gift a sub to somebody. Then somebody's getting something, sort of. You can drink normal dairy milk. Yeah, I love my heavy cream. Well, I mix heavy cream and milk. I don't buy half and half separate because my husband only uses heavy cream because he tries to do like a high fat, high protein diet when he's like actually being good and following his diet. No freaking way! Oh yeah, subs. Now you just used your Prime here. You only get one of those a month, you know. Did you know that? You only get one. Why isn't? Now Sound Alerts is revolting because Sound Alerts is revolting because that's 5 out of 10 sub points for opening a Pokemon pack. No!
What was the small pebble's greatest wish? Use their slice due to be a little bolder.
First of all, are you good? First of all, are you good, Sound Alerts? Second of all, are you good, Tangia? Are you good? What was that?
What was the small pebble's greatest wish? Use their slice due to be a little bolder.
Cooperman, what did you do? You broke it. Cooperman, what did you do? Teal. What colored chicken would you like to be that's not teal? I'm sorry, I don't have teal. The blue is pretty close to teal, though, actually. I have pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and white. What color chicken would you like to be, and would you like an oracle card reading? And thank you so much, friend, for using your Prime here. That's very sweet. Pink! Awesome. The only time it is acceptable for your chicken to still be pink after... we don't cook them. Oracle card. Yes, indeed. If you press the button... Steve. Oh, it's not the full version? It's okay. I like the short version too. Thank you, Tolkien. Thank you for the short Le Poisson, Steve. Il est orage. Il a des bras et des jambes. Le Poisson, Steve. People are like, do you speak French? I'm like, Le Poisson, Steve. Il a des bras et des jambes. Les poissons, Steve. Ilberham. Okay. Into the bowl, Theo! Into the bowl you must go. The what? The bowl of Boknificums. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Thanks, Teal. Guys, go follow Teal. I'm so glad that you've been back to streaming. I'm sorry I haven't been able to come to your stream. I really want to come hang out. I feel horrible. Like when my friends that I love, who I think are cool, are streaming and I can't hang out. Sometimes I come to your streams and I don't talk people because I know that if I do, that's the second that I'm going to hear, Mom! Either that or see. So if I come to your stream and I say hi and then I disappear, please know that it is 99.999999995% likely that a child or an animal or my husband dragged me away from talking in your chat. It's not by choice. Or I saw something really dirty that needed to be cleaned, or I don't know. You love the reverence! Oh my God, with which I handle the Bach Bowl. Apparently I'm not handling these cards with that same reverence, you know? Teal. Ah, this is it. This is your card. Ooh!
Bussin' on God.
Yes,
No
Flame Girl
cap
Freak, I
best.
am. In fact, let me check. Yes, I am bussin'. Amanita muscaria. Amanita muscaria, the iconic red and white mushroom we all know from all the cute pictures of like woodland creatures and fairies and gnomes and elves. And it will kill you. Did you know it's poisonous? How perfect. As you're running a shroom-themed workshop this month. Ooh. That is card number 11. Turn it up to 11, Teal. Don't turn it up to 11 in here. I am so loud. Fly agaric or fly amanita. As vermilion as the lips. As persuasive and dangerous as a spell. The Amanita muscaria is a mushroom that certainly does not go unnoticed in the woods. Known since ancient times, used as a bargaining chip, but also a filter for the intoxication it provided. Linked to the dreamlike and visionary world, it has always been considered the refuge of elves and fairies, populating the dreams of many children. Dreams or nightmares? The Amanita muscaria speaks to us of a journey, whether symbolic or actual, a spiritual and profound journey of those who had been too long attached to their roots, to their land, so much so that they were unable to feel the fury with which they chase light and white dreams. It's time to play with fire, Teal! And try to embark on a brave new adventure that will take one far from the current patterns, not without a hint of fear and madness, as when one is told a ghost story. It takes some bite and daring to see the candle burn without getting burned. You have to sling your bags and become incorrigibly happy. In the witch's mortar, chains, sometimes imaginary, sometimes real, anchor one to a personal and private world without allowing to see elsewhere and attempt the great leap. One must set out to explore, even without knowing the direction, in order to feel that one has really lived. Get out there and do it. Do it! Take some risks. They could be calculated risks, but take some risks. Do it. Get it done. Go for it. You feel that one in your bones. Oh my God. This is what happens when Teal is in here. You have some sort of... There's that clip of me yelling about stab the duders. It's because Teal knows my true... Teal has seen my true form. This is not even my final form, you guys. It's not my final form. Just heads up. But this is my lap. We're kindred spirits of drama club, indeed. And the thing is, I was just as content hopping up on the stage and yelling and screaming like that, and also showing up when there was no one else in the theater and painting for like 4 hours. And if you are like me and you're like that, right? Like you are typically very extroverted. If you feel like, you know, everyone sees you as this like super social, outgoing, loud and crazy person, but you do actually prize having quiet time, please make sure that you make time for that for yourself. No, not a single one of us is like 100% totally on, you know, like 100% of the time. We all need times to be just completely wound down and relaxing and or engaging in something creative that is maybe not quite as high energy and is more introspective. And one thing I've been realizing I haven't allowed myself to do enough of over the last, I don't know, probably 20 years, which is kind of sad when I think about it. I mean, I don't know if it's sad, is writing. And if you guys are in the Patreon, I actually made it a post for all members. So you just have to join the Patreon. You don't have to pay to see it. I need to start doing some of that kind of writing that's meant for an audience, you know, that you guys are meant to read, but is me kind of just reflecting and, you know, talking about this journey and how you guys have helped me. It's hard because I just feel like it's like, how self-centered do I have to be, right? To like just sit here and write about how great my life is doing all this content and how cool it is to be like a totally professional content creator. Like, whatever. I mean, it's fine. It's like no big deal. Like, there's a part of me that feels like that's very, like, I don't know. Anyway, I think you get what I'm saying. To write just for myself is something I have not done in many, many, many years. And I used to do it a lot. You work with the public, so you have to do the smile through it more than you want to. But you also struggle greatly with the I'm worth the rest. And many of us do, Maniacal Queen. Many of us do. I know that feeling. In a world where influencers are being slung at us left and right, it's so helpful to hear an authentic voice from that realm. Teal, if I can help people feel like not all of this internet stuff is just garbage. Like, dude, we all got to do what we got to do to survive. Do I do it? Do I do sponsorships when they offer me a good amount for it? And I feel like it's something that's at least somewhat appropriate for our community? Sure, I do. And I'm clear what I'm doing, right? And if it's not something that I, think is fun and enjoyable, then I'm not like, dude, guys, go buy Cruft. Right? Like, that game was so much fun to play. I've been thinking about playing Cruft again because I haven't played it in a while. Or checking out whatever else they have going on that's new. I know they were working on something new. Keenan! I'm sorry, Keenan. Do you guys have any idea? This is the textbook. You look up OG and then Rin subs it tier 2. Another OG. Oh my God. You look up OG in the dictionary, like Keenan's picture is next to the 9.5 dictionary. You look it up, and actually there's multiple entries, and Rin is one of them. Seriously, Keenan, how are you? It's so lovely to see you. For real? Don't even tell me how old you are now. I don't want to know. This is one of the OG gamer children, you guys. From when I first started streaming, I was doing Fortnite, and I was absolutely horrendous at the game, but having a blast anyway. You're doing good, just a whole lot of working. Same, but like, thank goodness this is what I do. I can't even... Like, you remember, Keenan, you remember what my streams were like. I streamed from my phone, you guys. It was attached to the chandelier hanging over my dining room table, or I was streaming straight from the PS4. No! Oh my God, you're almost 30? Keenan, that's ridiculous. How's life outside of work? I hope everything is good. Rin, I love you so much. Thank you for your tier 2. And 73 months, you guys. That's almost a year. Rin, thank you for your tier 2, my dear. What color chickens would you like for the bowl? And would you like an oracle card reading? Longest sub ever. I'm honored. I adore you. I can't believe you're still subbed after all this time. Pink and purple today. I love you so much. Thank you. You've been so awesome all these years. I can't. Guys, Rin streams. Please go follow Keenan. You haven't streamed in a while. You guys, have you ever heard me tell the story about the gamer kid that I knew? Poor Keenan. Do people bring this up every single time you come into their channels? Have I ever told you guys the story about the gamer kid I knew who got raided by Tfue? That's Keenan. You hit 1,500 follows today. Let's go. One day, I opened the Twitch app on my phone. I've been following Keenan for a while. Keenan's a crack gamer, you guys. Keenan's a crack gamer. Keenan was overpowered, and so they had to nerf him. And one day he's playing video games, streaming, minding his own business, and Tfue rated you with how many thousands of viewers? It was wild. And I saw him just like, oh, you were losing it. And I think you stayed live for like some wild amount of hours too. And you know what? Nerfed you with life. I understand. Hey, listen, you can always go back to it. You know what I mean? You can always come back to it anytime that you wanted to. And if you do, please let us know. You stayed up all night and went to work the next morning. All these people are like, what do you mean you're leaving to go to work? You made it. And he's like, you guys, get real. You actually, honestly, Keenan, you had an extremely mature response. You did the thing and you were like, yeah, I'm going to stay up all night and like, party with all these people. And this is so crazy. But then you also, everybody's like screaming about like, okay, now apply for partner. And you were like, they wouldn't. Trust me, I get it because I've been there and I've been through the partner application process. And you knew, you were like, this is amazing. And it's a huge boost and it's super rad. And I'm so happy it happened. And I'm so thankful. You expressed all this amazing gratitude. You had so much maturity about it. You were like, yeah, it's a big party in here and it's something we're celebrating and having, like, it's something you'll never forget, etc. But at the same time, virality and that kind of thing and like overnight stuff like that, instantaneous stuff like that, you have to keep your head straight about it. And yeah, I mean, you also have to pay your bills. So you got to go to your regular job. You can't get fired from your regular job because what are you going to do? Call them up and be like, hey, I got raided by Tfue. I can't come to work. Like, you could have tried to call in sick, but you did the responsible thing. And as somebody who has had people call in to work for way less legitimate reasons than that and end up having to pick up the slack because their coworker didn't show up, I commend you. I seriously do. I was impressed by the level of maturity that you showed as a very young man. A lot of people in your situation would not have treated the situation the way that you did. So somebody did something right. Maybe it's just your nature. Maybe it's your parenting. Maybe it's lessons you learned before that. I don't know. Not trying to pry. But I still think about that sometimes and how a lot of kids could stand to learn a lesson from that because they make the assumption that as soon as something like that happens, you've got it made. If you get the purple check mark, you've got it made. And that's not true. It is an amazing accomplishment that I'm super proud of our community that we managed to do. And the truth of the matter is, and I'm not trying to talk bad about myself right now when I say this, if I had to apply for Twitch Partner right this moment, I would be denied. On the basis of viewership. And that's okay. I'm happy with who is here. I am grateful and appreciative for who is here, including Rin, who just resubbed for 73 months. That's way more important to me that somebody has believed in what we do and has stuck with us for that long as a follower, as a sub, whatever. Keenan coming in here with, dude, you guys, Keenan followed the stream on July 29th, 2019. Mom held it down for you. Hey, I just hope everything's going well and you feel good about life right now and that you have some, creative outlets because you were very entertaining. And I think that if you wanted to come back to it at some point, you should definitely give it a shot. 2019, dude. Before the pandemic, my daughter was 3 years old. Not even. She was 2.5. Moni was 2.5 when Keenan followed the channel. Rin has been with us forever. Rin has been a huge cheerleader for our community, has done nothing but just like gush about me anytime I come into her channel. There are so many people on this platform who I know and love. And do you use both pronouns, Rin? I'm sorry. I wish I should be able to remember that. But there are so many people who have come and gone since Rin started subscribing to the channel. It is ridiculous to think about. And that's okay. Life changes. January of 2020. See, not that long after Keenan. There are so many people who have come and gone since then, and they are still part of our journey if they've ever supported the channel financially, if they've spent time in the channel. They're part of our success story. It's important to me to, however, thank the people who have stayed sub for that long profusely. Like, it is ridiculous. And you've also like purchased finished items for me and all kinds of other stuff. Like, again, it's not just about the money. The time spent in here is way more important to me. I adore you. Thank you, friend. Into the bowl! You gotta go in the bowl, Rin. The what? The bowl of Booknivookums. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Rin, would you like an oracle card reading? I would love to do one for you, please, if you want one. We just did one for Teal from the Herbarium deck. If you would like an oracle card reading, Rin, let me know. Prefer they them. Not going to get mad when. Okay, but it's good. That's important for me to, exactly. I think that is probably the healthiest attitude for everyone involved, but that's not up to me to decide how other people feel. You know what I mean? I think that if it's usually obvious if someone is doing it intentionally, and then that's where the problem lies, right? You keep yours to any. Okay. So the only problem I have with some of those systems, Rin, is that I've had people come in and panic when they saw their pronouns displayed on the screen, or whatever, and they're like, oh no, they've changed and I can't change them. So it's hard because I don't know if there's any of those systems that are really all that perfect. Yeah, exactly. If you have a preference, that's, I don't know. I guess I just feel like it's like, what's the big deal? If someone asks you, for example, here's the analogy I like to make. If you got somebody's name wrong and they corrected you, would you just be like, no? Now, that said, my husband's best friend is a butt, and he grew up going by one name and then decided to go by a different name, but they're friends, and so this is like a troll, like a friendly troll. He won't call him the other name. He calls him the name he was referred to growing up, and it doesn't really bother my husband. Unless you're corrected on it. Yeah, that's true. Although I've heard people then say, oh, you're just using that because you're not sure and you don't want to ask or whatever. Oh my God, Cranston. Do you want an oracle card reading, Rin? Would you like an oracle? I'm happy to do that for you if you'd like. Seriously, having 2 people come in here who have been part of our community for that long is pretty freaking amazing. And I feel I'm not going to get emotional. Which oracle card deck would you like? Wednesday Addams, Herbarium, Literary, or Extraterrestrial? But yeah, that is a way to say like, oh, okay, I'm not entirely sure, so I'm just gonna use something that's generic, and that way, Dealer's choice. Wow. I'm gonna use the I'm feeling extraterrestrial today. But yeah, it's still something people are figuring out. And so like if you make a mistake and you like don't overdo it apologizing. I feel like that's a big most people don't want you to like rake yourself over the coals over it or anything. If you just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, my bad." I will try to remember that. I might need a reminder. And move on. Don't make it into such a huge deal. You know, oh my God, so sorry. Like, yeah, okay, for some people it might really be a big deal, but like, read the room. Some people are like, it's all good. And then that means that you don't need to keep making a big deal out of it. And now for something completely different, a man being hit in the face with a rubber fish. Yes, it is time for the penguin on your television set to explode. This deck is from Uri Geller, who you may or may not know as the spoon bending person. Burma! Dude, this whole pile of cards flew out. We're going to take the one on top. Aleph, the beginning. You must need the help. What's going on, Rin? What's going on? It's the beginning of something, Rin. Maybe. Aleph, the beginning. Let's see. Aleph is the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet and also the first letter of my name, Uri. A silent letter, it is the master of the other 21 letters. It means oneness with God and represents the hidden, the revelatory, the one and only, and eternal omnipotency. It lets the world know that there's a creator, a master of the universe, and that the creation of something came from nothing. It's a symbol for the beginning. This book does contain some references to religious stuff. However, I feel like it has an interpretation that doesn't make me uncomfortable as someone who is like a humanist and an agnostic. I think that you can consider that oneness the universe, and you can interpret this however you like. So if you're not into the whole idea of like a god in the like monotheistic major religions of the world way, totally okay. But I think that it's still, the messages still have value. The extraterrestrial worlds are letting you know that there's a divine plan guiding your life, just like there's a cosmic narrative running through the Hebrew alphabet. You are at the beginning of your journey, so the plan is probably not clear to you right now. It is shrouded in secrecy. Accept that. Accept it! And know that soon there will be a union of the lower and higher worlds in which you have a role. Like the silent letter Aleph, there is no need for words or explanations. The divine plan will unfold in the right order at the right time, and you are part of that plan. We are all one. We are all one. That's kind of what this is saying, right? And there's a beginning, and many beginnings, over and over and over again. Exercise. Find a comfortable place to meditate on the letter Aleph in silence. Visually, it is composed of 3 other letters. What is called an upper Yud, which represents the hidden aspect of a higher power, a lower Yud, which represents its revelation and presence in the world, and a Vav, leaning on a diagonal, which connects these 2 other aspects, bringing them together and creating something new. Write any inspired ideas that come to you during your meditation in your journal to evaluate at a later date. I like it. Again, I feel like one thing that's important for us as a species is to accept that while we may not all feel and think and believe the same way, that there can still be value in what someone else brings to the table as a result of their spiritual journey. And if you can open your heart to the message they bring, it does not mean you have to accept every last tenet of their theology. I was fortunate to grow up in communities where there were many different religions a lot of the time, including Judaism. Sure, I would love that. Oh my God, I would love that, Ren. And so I had the opportunity to attend things like shul or temple and go to bar and bat mitzvahs. And I was raised by an Ashkenazi Jew who did not observe, generally speaking, but we still did things like celebrate Hanukkah and Passover and things like that. So yeah, I think that it's important that we remember that much of this is about trying to understand ourselves and this thing called existence. Non-stick Ocean says, we existed another channel, and now we have come to visit with you virtually. Hello, Raiders! Raiders, how's it going? Non-stick Ocean, how was your stream? What were you streaming? Tell us all about it. Hello, Joe. Joe, did you have something to do with this? Welcome to the Fart Zone. You are getting Fart Zone good right now, you guys. You know what else? Look what I got. Can you believe? Chatters? Long-time community members? OGs? We were just talking about our OGs.
You may have made a slight suggestion.
Joe, thank you for that. Can you believe I didn't already have one of these? Can you believe that? I can't believe it. I am kind of in shock myself. Yes, indeed.
What do you call a sheep wrapped in plastic? Laminated.
Can somebody please turn off Cooperman's internet? Thank you. It was good. You were streaming your jewelry shop. You are a professional goldsmith. No wonder, Joe. You and Joe know each other. Very good. And what were you making today? What were you working on? Do you have a website? Would you like to post the link to the website? If you would like to do that, please let us know when you're ready with your link so we can get you a permit. And also, we did not do an egg for Fritz earlier. Our friend C# Fritz rated the stream earlier, and now here you are. And so you get to pick a color for an egg for the bowl. What's the bowl? I will not explain until you pick a color. But you were in here yesterday. You thought you had followed. So Joe's suggestion was clutch. Thank you so much. If you guys feel like following before the raid video, that's a bad idea. Please watch this first. I'm freaking out right now. I'm fangirling. You have no clothes on. No. Get supported, nerd. No flipping way. You didn't do it. Thank you for the dollar bills to the kiddos. Thank you so much, everybody. Ah! We talked about this. I mean, you can cook steak in a dryer, but do you want to? And when the fat renders off of the steak, does it create a fire hazard? I'm sorry, I'm a mother. I can't help but think about these things. So this is a game to you guys, huh? What? She doing so hard! There's people out here with reputations at stake. There you have it. Now you can follow if you want. And I won't scream at you about how you followed before the raid video because there are no refunds and no exchanges on Twitch follows. I'm sorry. I don't have control over this, okay? Oh, but you're a partner, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. I don't say blah, blah, blah. Ready? We've watched those movies so many times. Into the bowl you must go, along with our previous raider, who I forgot to do an egg for. I did a chicken for the... gifted sub to C# Fritz from Anonymous. Thank you again for that. Into the bowl, Non-Stick Ocean and Raiders, thank you so much. I appreciate you. The what? The boo of bulknificence. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Rin says, my affirmation card says, with every challenge you meet, you gain experience. That gotta get that XP. Every day, you're leveling up. Thankful every single day that I wake up. Are you kidding me? I don't even worry about leveling up. I'm like, I woke up again! Yeah! Let's go! go. No, sometimes I don't want to let's go and I want to just stay in bed. But I think all of us experience that. Hello, Aelith. Welcome. Hope you guys got cool stuff in your dungeon if you just participated in it. Those are fun because you can get free Tangia redeems by participating in dungeons. Don't forget to equip the loot that you find in there. I'm going to use one snooze and then we'll do ads since we just got a raid. So, Nonstick Ocean, did you have your Insta? There it is. Okay. I'm clicking it.
From the bottom.
What? Joe! Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you. Joe, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. 11 months. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for suggesting us as a read. And almost a year? How is that possible, Joe? Guys, also, please, would you give our friend Designed by Joe a follow? Wait, Wait, Joe. Joe. 6 months in advance? I mean, yeah, that gets you a discount, a good one, 15% off. Holy heck, are you kidding me? It is the best deal. It actually is smart, chat. You never want to discourage people you never want to encourage people. You never want to discourage people to unsub? You never want to encourage people to unsub, right? Right? If Twitch is listening. No, we don't do that. We would never, I would never tell people, please unsub from me. Never do that. Discourage people all the time. We wouldn't tell them to do that, right? Mm-hmm. But 6 months in advance gets you the best deal. 15% off. Pretty awesome. Unless it's September, I think then you might even get an even better deal. If ever you want to upgrade your tier, though, unsub from the person, wait for it to run out, then resub. If you're really want to make sure you keep your streak, your sub streak. And thank you for the streaks earlier, by the way. I don't think we properly celebrated that.
Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it.
We had Brianna with a 3-stream streak and Tyler with a 5-stream streak.
Everybody's doing it.
Nonstick Ocean, thank you for reading, and I'm checking out your Insta and following you right now. There's some food pics there too, you guys. If you like shiny metal objects, that is one reason to follow. But then in one of these, you have shiny metal objects and pho. Thanks a lot for making me want pho. What the pho? Professional bench jeweler / goldsmith. Twitch's first and only palladium smith? Well, la-ti-da. Go check it out, you guys. Please make sure you're following here on Twitch. Go take a peek at the Insta. There's some cool stuff there. We love to see all the different creative pursuits being represented here on the platform. Are you in the Artists and Makers Creator Club? NSO? Do people just call you Ocean? We have ads coming in about 2 minutes, chat. We're going to do a 90-second ad break real quick. And then I have about maybe 30 minutes left before I have to head out. Thankfully, the dentist's office is very close to where I live. I do not have to... I'm not looking forward to it because I think they're probably going to tell me that I need to be better about my brushing and flossing. I've been trying to improve those habits lately. I have actually made an effort, but I'm worried. I'm afraid they're going to tell me it's not enough. Nothing serious going on. Nothing serious going on. You had a dental appointment yesterday. It was boring. Not in any clubs or teams yet. Yes, people call. Please check out the Creator Club for Artists and Makers. That would be an excellent resource if you're interested. There's no pressure, of course. When did you start streaming? You've had an account since 21, but that doesn't mean that's when you started streaming. Guys, please make sure you follow our new friend, Nonstick Ocean. And again, Joe, thank you not only for bringing... What color chicken do you want to be, Joe? And also, would you like an oracle card?
He has a nicknames already, like Teflon Lake. 2 months ago. Hey, let's help get our new friend to 200 followers and beyond. We have an ad starting in 30 seconds. What color chicken would you like? And others that are NSFW. Thank you for keeping those to yourself in here. I mean, look, I have a second channel where it's 18 plus. If you really want to see that side of me, there it is. Purple. Thank you so much. We have to put you in the bowl. The what? The bowl of Boknipikans. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Joe. Here come those ads. I will be right back. Thank you so much for sticking with us through ad breaks. It does help the stream. I appreciate it. Joe doesn't get ads. Rin doesn't get ads. Teal doesn't get ads. Turbo's an option too, you guys, and then you support people just like ad impression credit when someone does watch ads, stays through ads, but you don't get them. Yes. Hello, Primus. I will be right back after this.
Guns out, y'all. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so Oh my God. Oh. Ugh. I'm never doing that again. I can is courtesy of our $500 milestone. Oh my God!
What?
You complete me. I love you.
Taking the computer. What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Everything is right. Oh my God! Thank you, Adonis. Someone just donated $200 to St. Jude. We're at $1,002. You guys get to smash me in the face with a whipped cream pie. Yay! Go! Like oh, buddy. Oh, God. Okay, Ramona, go ahead.
Oh my goodness. A little bit more.
All right. If you got an ad break just now and you stayed through it, you are truly a legend. I understand. Ads are not the funnest thing. Some of you did not get ads because you are a sub or have turbo, which is great. That is how the platform operates. It's how it stays free, not only for you to enjoy the content in someone's channel, but also streamers don't have to pay anything to stream here. So I know that could be easy to lose sight of. And there are people who, will regularly kind of comment how, streamers should get a higher percentage of sub revenue. That is possible here. They just do ask that you meet certain requirements, and that is that you produce content regularly that inspires people to want to support you and keep you going. And those are referred to as plus points when people are paid recurring subs like Joe just signed up to be for 6 months in advance. Thank you. In fact, this reminds me, I forgot to check our plus point total before starting stream today. I did not update it. It is at 73. We are at 73. We've gone up by 2 points. Every month that we get 100 plus points in a month, we qualify again. We re-qualify and extend our participation in Plus program level 1, which means 60-40 on all paid recurring and gifted subs, every single one of them at least. So that increases all of our tier 1 paid recurring and gifted subs to 60-40. Partners get 60-40 on tier 2s and 70-30 on tier 3s as part of the perks of being in the partner program. So many P's. And speaking of P's, right now we are also doing the BPPE. And fortunately, Twitch's big growth period was in previous years, so they didn't get hit hard by increased RAM and hard disk prices. What? Is this a joke that I don't understand? Anyways, or are you being serious? BPPE is the Moco Made Partner Party that is an annual event that lasts like over a month this month, I think it's going to go for. And people on the team who are artists and makers are incredibly generous. I mean, I don't mean to sound like I'm tooting my own horn here, toot, but I decided to do 20% off for BPPE this year because I did not participate last year. Sadly, gift subs do not count towards the Plus program. They have to be natural T1 through 3 subs. And, or people will call them self-paid, paid recurring, natural, organic. I don't know if biodynamic. Wait, what? Cultured? Free range. Yes, free range. So cage free, free range, pastured. They have to be pasteurized? Wait, maybe that's the ones that are gifted. So essentially what they want to see is that you are inspiring people to press the button themselves. Primes don't count because that's a perk of being an Amazon Prime subscriber and it doesn't bring the platform any new revenue. It's just a benefit of being Prime subscriber. So yes, it supports the person and they are very much appreciated. And it is so awesome when someone uses one here, but they don't help with the plus point total, unfortunately. So right now we're at 73. What does that mean? When we hit 100 again, that means we participate in Plus all the way through May of 2027. When you qualify, when you get enough PP points, you have to have the PP points 3 months in a row, 3 months of 100 PP points a month, at least, right? So 3 consecutive months of 100 PP points plus program people. And then you are in level 1. And that means you get 60-40 on all those gifted subs, on all those tier 1s, instead of the standard 50-50. And this applies to anyone who is affiliate or partner. It is not limited to just partners. It used to be a partner only thing, but it also used to be, if you guys didn't know this, 500 subscribers, period, regardless of the tier. So now, if you're a tier 3, you are adding 6 points to that total. If you're a tier 2 like Rin, you're adding 2 points. You're doubling your impact as far as keeping us in that program. You heard it here first. You got to help grow the PP. You got to cultivate that PP power. You got to cultivate the PP power. So basically, they're trying to get us to say, hey, you subbing, it not just helps support the channel. There's nothing, no supplements. Got to help it grow strong. So when you sub to your favorite streamers, you are helping them with that goal. Tier 3 is obviously most impactful as far as the number of points. However, I understand $24.99 USD a month. It is a big ask for a lot of people. There's not any way that I could appropriately express my gratitude to those who have chosen to support us to that level here. Again, if you are in a position to sub at that tier, 3 or 6 months in advance is going to be the best deal. You basically get a month for free if you sub 6 months in advance. You can sub and do turbo at the same time if you have said money. But Turbo still wouldn't count for ad impression credit. Once someone is sub, they no longer count for ads, period. As far as I know. I could be wrong. But in what I've read and what I've looked at, if someone is subscribed, they no longer count as ad impression credit, which is fine. Because you're subscribed. You're directly supporting the stream. I'm not sure if your ad revenue, depending on how much you watch, would outweigh. But I don't want. There is an option. I would never do this. If you're paying to help keep the channel going, you're not watching ads in my channel. You can opt to still show ads to subs. That's kind of supposed to be a big part of the reason. I mean, the emotes, supporting the streamer, those are all great. But I feel like the not seeing the ads as part of being a sub is, it should definitely be a standard perk if you ask me. But apparently you can do that. I think that is an option. Turbo equals no ads, no see ads. Sub equals no see ads, and PP grows, and you get emotes and other stuff for subs only. Yeah, discounts. We do a lot of discounts. There's some things that are free for subs in some of our extensions, like sound alerts, etc. Turbo doesn't see ads regardless of that checkbox. Exactly. And you're still supporting the streamer because you do count as ad impression credit, just like premium on YouTube. So if you're a premium subscriber on YouTube and you're watching on YouTube right now, then you do not get the ads, but I still get the credit for it. The ads run, they say, oh, premium person, creator still gets credit, still gets ad revenue. You're paying for the privilege of not having to see the ads that are being run. But I really appreciate those of you that choose to do that. And I understand that it's not in everyone's budget. You are helping by being here, period. Because your presence enhances what we do here. It is about community. It's about the conversations we have. It's not just the streamer yapping. Even if I am capable of doing that nonstop. Could I just sit and talk into the void forever? Probably. But it wouldn't be as much fun. I could do this by myself. It would not be as much fun. You guys help make it a fun place to be. It's about yelling! Mostly happy yelling. It's a gift, 9. Dude, when I found out about this, I was like, wait, what? There are people who get paid to just sit and talk? And maybe they're doing something else, but nobody really cares. I mean, people do care about the heavy esports side of it, but you'll 3D print something for the mic that says The Void. Do it. Screaming into the void every day at 10 a.m. Pacific. What's that? There are people listening and also typing in chat? Yes. Yes, very good. It is. It's interesting. It's a whole different form of entertainment, and it is not something that existed in any real... My husband, who just texted me, he and I were talking. We were watching Beavis and Butthead, and I was like, dude! I was like, was Beavis and Butthead? Was Beavis? Did Mike Judge create reaction content? Did Mike Judge create reaction content? Beavis and Butthead were content creators. They just didn't have internet. As a lead into... Dude, he has come up with so many things that have totally become isn't that crazy? Dude, it's wild. The Nostradamus of modern entertainment. Sorry, guys. Responding to my husband. I know I don't need to apologize for that. Okay. Just making sure he didn't need help with something today that he was talking about. Because, hey, we have a family-run brick and mortar comic book card and trading card and tabletop game shop. And he's there today, and he's like, did you find those hooks for the display racks? And I was like, I did, and I forgot to get them out for you so you wouldn't forget to take them with you. Do you really need them? I can bring them to you. He's like, no, it's okay. You don't have to do that. At any rate, hello, KBJ. It's with an E, not an I. You've been lurking. Hashtag you can't spell. I mean, exclamation point, I can't read. Hashtag I can't read. Exclamation point, you can't spell. Hashtag I can't read. Thank you for the lurk, Rin. I adore you. Please, guys, go follow Rin, who just hit 1,500 followers. Let's help Rin get to closer to that 2,000 follower mark. Let's do it. You know who else is a streamer? KBJ. Greeks enter the room. Yes, indeed. Welcome back, C-Buzz. Boops the streamer's nose. Office Space planned out your career. I mean, I made a joke about the red stapler in the band room one day at the school, and nobody got it, including the teacher. I was like, you do not understand this reference. He stared at me blankly. I said, okay. Excuse me. Gonna go curl up in the fetal position next to the tubas. I could not believe it. I was like, you and then I realized, I was like, dude, like probably about 10, maybe even 15 years younger than me. In charge of other people's kids all day long, every day. And not even the youngest teacher in our school, I bet. So avoid corporate work at all costs. Yeah. It depends.
This is a nerd alert.
A nerd alert. Mom noms. Chef, food historian, woman-run education streamer, cat mom. Don't follow kid. No, I don't like that part. Take that part out. Do it again.
Everybody's doing it.
Guys, go follow Mom Noms. Thank you for using the Nerd Alert redeem. This is the Nerd Alert. That's our friend Mora Mora. Go follow Mora as well. Streaking, who's streaking?
Everybody's doing it.
Did somebody streak? KBJ did.
Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing
Hey,
it.
Joe, before we have to head out of here, do you want an Oracle card reading? Would you like an Oracle card reading? I don't want to forget to do that. I know it was a short stream today. I'm sorry. You need to run away and get dumplings. When you come back, it'll be a different person yapping. Sure, go for it. Which one do you want? Wednesday Addams Herbarium, Literary Extraterrestrial, or would you like me to pick? You can say dealer's choice if you're like, oh my God, woman, I do not want to make any more choices today. Sometimes I feel that way. I'm like, please just choose for me. We already did the chicken. We did the chicken already. Wednesday Addams. Not all of these, but most of them came from our shop, which is a lovely side benefit of being married to a card/bookstore owner. Hello, rabbit. She's your spirit animal. Wednesday is a mood. Is there a Thursday, Adams? These are being very, 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 very jumpy. The cards are being very jumpy today, Joe. They're excited. They're excited to tell you what you need to know, what you need to hear. I'm getting better at this and more confident at shuffling like this. I like it. Wow! Woo-hoo-hoo! That's it right there. The Sanctuary. The Sanctuary is your card, Joe. The Sanctuary. The Sanctuary. I like the art in this deck. It's pretty cool. I've not actually watched the show. I just thought this was a cool deck. Nevermore Academy. The Sanctuary is your card. There it is. The Hallowed Haunted halls of Nevermore Academy provide refuge and support for generations of outcasts seeking knowledge and acceptance. Card meaning oddity finds acceptance among its own kind. Yes, not on Tuesdays. Very good, Teal. Excellent. Perfect. No notes. Focus on fostering a safe environment for the vulnerable around you. 1 second on that TTS. 1 second on that TTS. Invest in your community to strengthen these connections, and you will thrive as well. Didn't you do that already today? Matching uniforms are entirely optional. Reversed meaning it wasn't reversed. Oddity finds acceptance among its own kind. I do! Yes, Julie Needles. What would you like? Of course, Julie Needles. Julie Needles, you bought me one of these decks from my throne wish list. Are you kidding me? Spitting facts! Anytime, Julie Needles. Anytime. Pick for me! Okay, you want me to pick for you? I am going to give you a different one than the one that you bought me. I am going to give you the literary deck. We haven't used that one today. We wouldn't want the oracle card decks to get jealous now, would we? Mm-hmm. She's playing favorites. Let's do the literary deck for you, Julie Needles. These cards are big. Oracles are different from tarot. How? Well, they kind of have just like, it's almost as if it was like a deck. Some will say oracle because they don't have the exact stuff that's in like a Rider-Waite. And so I think they call them oracle to help differentiate between like traditional tarot. Because we have one that I got from the store. Oh my God, you have so many. There's so many cards that are trying to pop out here, Dueling Needles. But oracles, this is Dueling Needles. Oracles are like more like basically a deck that's just major arcana kind of. I mean, that's like a very reductive sort of way of trying to help people understand the difference. People are like, what's the difference between an oracle card deck? Oh my God. I can't tell if that one, I don't think that was it. It almost did it. It almost did. Hi, Keebler. How are you? Keebler, thank you for joining the Discord. If you guys want to join our Discord, exclamation point Coop. This is it right here. The lovers, the fighters and me. Wait, is that it? The lovers, the dreamers and me, not fighters. The lovers. Ooh. Okay. And that is card number 24. You haven't gotten this card before, have you? Somebody's gotten it before. Passion, understanding, affection, guidance, and a shared love. There are many things: a mutual foolishness, a mutual loyalty, and mutual kindness. Love is a form of belief and a deep sense of trust. The Lover's card asks you to seek those who embody trust, to find the trust and faith in yourself, and to accept the mystery of taking steps into the unknown. It doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be romantic love, but it's just talking about trust and partnership and connection. The rush and power of love is my birthright as a soulful member of humanity. I will not be fooled by false love's promises, but instead offer promises of my own to the world around me. Darcy and Elizabeth from Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Darcy and Elizabeth's love story is a dance of opposites, where pride and prejudice stand as barriers to their true connection. Through misunderstandings and revelations, they each undergo a subtle alchemy, transforming their judgments into mutual respect and love. Their union reflects the deeper truth that love requires both vulnerability and growth. They walked on without knowing what direction. There was too much to be thought and felt and said for attention to any other objects. Good morning, Moxie. How you doing? Again, that can love can be self-love. It can be friends. It doesn't have to be platonic. It could be so many things, but really it's about being in tune and connected and giving yourself permission to have those more intense moments of connection, because sometimes we are afraid of it because we've been hurt. And that makes sense. Our brains are wired that way. It's really unfortunate that our brains are wired that way. And it's also the reason that we're all still here. You mean not here in my stream. You just mean you exist. Well, hey, that's good. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you're typing in the chat. That's a thumbs up from me. Okay. You are so welcome, Doodles. Doodles. Seriously, we love you. We love you so much. I'm super thankful for you because you have invested in what we do here over and over again. You've trusted me. And I know that that's no small thing. I take that pretty seriously. But I try to make being in here fun, right? I don't want to be like sappy and goopy all the dang time. And now a word from Captain Jack. You're like, please play my free TTS streamer.
Well, apparently the goofy TTS is very much like the rum. It's all gone. Why is it always gone? Listen, I would like to talk to you about this so-called chicken. Would this chicken you speak of be baked or deep fried? Savvy.
That's neither. Braised. Roasted. Thank you. You guys can get vouchers for free TTS and stuff like that in Tangia. Just from participating in dungeons. Just from participating in dungeons. I would like to take you guys to go see an amazing friend today. And there's another dungeon, so we'll wait for that. But I have turned off reads, by the way, mods. Thank you. If you've been watching on YouTube today, thank you so much. We're going to say goodbye to you so I don't forget because I have to go. I have an appointment. Bye-bye, YouTube. Thank you so much. If you watch this later on YouTube, please don't forget to like the video. And if you're not already subscribed on YouTube, that is something you can do to help the channel and help me to continue creating content, supporting charity, and all of those